Hey guys, here we are again with more 3D printing. I've kind of dove right into this printing thing. The main idea for doing this obviously was to start printing my own minis so that I can redevelop an old game called Rifts and doing a tabletop type version of that game, just like D&D. Without having to go out and buy all the minis, I can start creating them myself. We started with the Ender Pro 3. I did all kinds of upgrades. The printer is actually, doing very, very well. I'm quite impressed with the quality that it's been printing. So as you can see, tolerance, turned out really good. A little bit of wisping at the top, bridging here turned out really well. The little wisps and stuff between things like the stuff at the back there, and precision. The written literature that it actually puts into it turned out really, really good. Doing this dice, this thing here, I think I'm going to give this away to a buddy of mine there for his birthday or something. He's a big D&D fan, and I'm just missing the magnet. I got to put a magnet in there, but printing this off from another place in Thingiverse, as well as this here, I will post I will put the place I got it from on Thingiverse up here. This is a great test to see how precise my printer is going to be, if there's anything I need to fine tune. This was just fun to print, super solid, and everything turned out great. All the numbers, turned out fantastic. And you can even see on the inside, it's nice and smooth. No major anything. Like even trying to see lines, for the build of it, it looks like something that you would buy in a store, already like that. Another thing that is going to be great is going to be getting into token organizers. Now you guys know that I do token organizers, and I do that with foam core, and I'll paint it up and everything, and it's great because it's very inexpensive. This is really cool. Now this particular one, this is for Rising Sun. This is the Bonsai Clan. It's one of the only clans I haven't painted yet. Right, I just started to. Right, but everything is labeled. Right, like the Bonsai Clan. I don't know. It's hard to see because of the way cameras pick up this plastic, but durability is fantastic, and the way how it holds everything in place like that. There's also a lid that comes with it. Again, this is something else I printed off of Thingiverse. I found. I'll post it there. For Rising Sun, so far it looks fantastic. I still yet to have all the other boxes to print, but I've just been trying some stuff here and there. Now this is something else I'm just about to finish. This is really, really cool. And this is a codex machine, right? Using letters, right, to encode a lock, just like those internal labyrinths that you can print. It's the same kind of idea, except it's using letters. And a perfect example of how precise everything has to be, right? That everything works the way that it's supposed to. Right, I just have the cap to build for the top, and I'm going to be sending this to the 3D nerd, right, Joel, and I'm going to put a little something in there for him. I'm thinking maybe a mini Joel or something, or maybe that ninth planet that we don't recognize anymore. I don't know, I'll think of something, but I'm going to send that to him. And when he gets it, I'll do a video with how to unlock it, because you could be here for probably hours if you didn't know the phrase that you're supposed to use. And I think I've got a perfect phrase for him, right, that's going to work. The only thing is that it's 10 letters, so you have to try and figure out something that's going to work with that. But as you put in the letters, the inside and the end cap here will just slide out, and then you can have something stored inside. It's very, very cool, right? And I did this with a multicolor, obviously, PLA, right, that looks kind of neat. It just has all these different colors already in it. You know, precision again, you know, just as far as I'm concerned, the Ender Pro 3 with the right upgrades is a great printer so far. And you know, everybody knows I'm just a beginner at this, right? And it sucked me right in. I'm gonna get obviously some more stuff going, and I want even more precision. If I can get it, I'm gonna go for it, because again, the little characters I'm gonna build are only 28 millimeters high, right, or 30 millimeters or so, you know, and I want to have the best detail and durability that I can get for these tiny little minis, and to also be able to obviously print many of them at once, if possible, to be able to conserve on time, because you know, we only live on this planet for so long. I'm not going to be running a printer every day until I'm 70 just to get all the characters. So I went and bought another one. Now, this is why I mentioned the 3D printing nerd. He's probably one of the most informative, along with, there's other channels out there too, like Maker Muse, you know. And then what got me started actually was the 3D printing DM, you know, with the Ender 3 and printing at the little minis, and that's what kind of fired me up. Like, hey, I can do this, you know. But I've been watching a lot of the shows and stuff, and I joined their members thing on YouTube, because I really enjoy watching the episodes that Joel does, and I actually really liked the episodes when it came to Prusa research with Joseph. You know, it seems like these are decent people that are out there and making a decent product, making a good quality product from everything that I can see, and you know, one of the best in the market, really. And you know, they're in it to, you know, improve even the community, you know, to give back even to the community, like what I've seen in some of the videos where they have, you know, he has a workstation for people to be able to use machines and CNC machines and printing machines and stuff to be able to expand in their experimental, you know, age and whatnot. It's really, really cool. So you know what, I really like to back that, and I spent the extra money and I went and bought a Prusa i3 MK3S Plus, and this is the kit, so that's going to take a little while to build. This is considerably a little bit more expensive than buying the Ender 3, but like I said, I don't mind spending a little extra money to get quality beyond, and also to support, I think, you know, is a great company from everything that I've seen. I'm very impressed. So, needless to say, this is going to be a long project here to build. So I'm not going to be obviously sitting here for 8 hours with this camera running, other than maybe doing a time lapse, so you guys don't have to literally wait the 8 hours. I'll do the 8 hours. You can maybe watch for 5 or 10 minutes and I'll be done. Moving forward, I have purchased one other one as well, right? Just that I have a larger print space for doing larger projects, just because I kind of want to. It's not going to be as much for precision, but we'll see. Apparently it's got a 5-star rating, and we'll see what it really is. When it came to the Ender 3, to get the quality that I would expect out of it, I did have to do a numerous amount of upgrades. With this one, I don't expect I'm going to have to do that. When it came to the Ender, I had to upgrade the plastic extruder in the back to the metal one. I had to upgrade the 4240 or the 4040, whatever motor, to the one step up from that as well, so that it can accept the gear that comes with the upgrade from the metal extruder system. You know, then I also had to put the other Z-axis worm gear in with the motor so that everything moves up and down straight instead of dragging one side up and down. as well as changing the tubing, going to the hot tip from the extruder, because the original it comes with it can't handle the temperature if you're going a little higher temperature. I also added a light in it so that I can see, and I also put the stronger springs in for the bed leveling so that it stays level better, right? As well as I've just added the self-leveling CR Touch, which that's why I haven't finished this yet, because I just upgraded that, and I'm still working on figuring out and precisely setting my my off Z thing so that it levels the bed properly anyway, and I'm not too far away from the bed. Right now I seem to be always just a little too high. I'm doing a little bit more research. I want to make sure that it's bang on so that I'm always going to have a good print. I'm not going to end up with like the foot at the bottom of these if I'm not doing a raft, you know, and then it's going to be precision every time, anywhere on that board, right? So that I can print multiple things and not have one thing kind of off and everything else on this side's okay. So other than that, Ender 3 will be complete. I have one last upgrade coming for that, and I did buy a Raspberry Pi, right, with the camera and everything, so that I can do some awesome time-lapse videos for you guys as I'm building these things. Rather than just talking about it and showing it, I can show you it actually being built. And buy this machine that really wasn't that expensive until you kind of add a few extra parts. But I was glad I didn't even have to add the motherboard. It came with the 4.2.2 motherboard, so it already had everything that I needed to be able to just plug things in and be good to go. So that's it for this episode. All right, there's some of my first prints with the Ender 3, and stay tuned for the next episode as we unbox this beautiful bad guy, the Prusa i3 MK 3S Plus kit. This is gonna be fun. So please subscribe, hit the little bell, hit that like button, you know, leave some comments. If there's anything else maybe I should do with my Ender 3, any ideas, maybe I should have done something differently, you know, like I said, leave some comments. I'm just getting into this, and you know, moving forward, this is going to be our next big project. So, you know, we'll see you there next time, and we'll start putting this big guy together. Take care.